the last has definitely not been heard about the controversial Frivolous Petitions bill before the Senate. The Nigerian Union of Journalists raised the matter at a recent parley with the Senate President. The Nigerian Union of Journalists has asked the Senate to enact a law regulating the practice of journalism in the country. The NUJ President, Mr. Waheed Odishile, made the request at a meeting with the Senate President in the National Assembly. Mr. Odishile condemned the commonplace practice where media practitioners are owed salaries spanning months and sought the assistance of the National Assembly to end this practice.
There's no enabling law that strengthens the hands of organizations like the Nigerian Union of Journalists to actually regulate a practice, because we discovered that because of the open-ended nature of entry and exit from journalism, quacks have found their way into our profession, and this is what is giving us a great concern. As at the leadership level in NUJ, we have taken the issue of elimination of quackery in our midst very serious, but we discovered that without an enabling law to strengthen our hand.
Senate President Bukola Saraki said there must be a law in place to guarantee an enabling environment for media professionals to practice.
But I agree with you entirely that we must have that law that begins to provide that enabling environment for self-regulation and also enables the environment that professionals really come into your business, not just anybody that's looking for a way to make money.
The NUJ President also spoke about the controversial Frivolous Petitions bill.
We have noted the explanations given by the Senate about the Frivolous Petitions bill. We want to appeal that any provisions of the law that will attempt to gag freedom of expression, that the leadership of the National Assembly should not allow such to become law.
I'm happy that you did mention that, and I'm happy when you said that you were talking about the Frivolous Petition bill. Just using that word alone, I know that truly you are NUJ president of change, because one of the mistakes a lot of people say, they say anti-social media bill. There's nothing called anti-social media bill. But I want to assure you, and I've said it many times, this 8th Senate will not be part of any process that will gag any freedom of expression. It totally does not go with what our legislative agenda is. It does not go with our program at hand. What is important, which is what you are doing for us, self-regulation of the media is all that is required. And if there's leadership that is being offered by people like yourself, we will support it because it's in the interest of our democracy.
Now, this is where we draw the curtains on this week's edition of The Gavel. But in the next few episodes of The Gavel, we'll go back and look at some of the major highlights of the National Assembly in 2015. So do email us anything you know that happened in 2015 in the National Assembly that piqued your interest. For now, thank you for staying with us and see you again next week.